Men of Reddit. What are some mistakes women make during socks? Post by Dolliiy. I have an ex that used to keep sleeping with the wrong dude. What's the difference between a joke and 3 cocks? My ex can't take a joke. Ever been with a girl that just lays there? Yay that. Ah, the starfish. I hope this species dies out. You ever have a girl up on top come down wrong and bend your schlong in half? Because I have. If there is a hell, I know what pain awaits. Treating my schlong like a trampoline when on top. It's easy to get carried away, I get it, but in the blink of an eye, I could lose all I hold dear to me. Back and forth, not up and down. Don't like a tranquilized mattress. Participate, don't like you're trying to start a fire between our crotches. Rhythmic fluid motions good. Jerking back and forth or up and down bad. Don't get the deer in the headlights look. Eye contact is nice, but with extreme concentration it is worrisome. Don't peel the foreskin back before insertion. It acts as a natural lubricant, it slides on its own. Let it do its job. Unless he's cut, then it doesn't matter. Don't keep your hands to yourself. Men seek physical contact, hands excel in such. Despite all that, don't be self-conscious, just be in the moment and enjoy yourself. That is when it will be best. You have won. The assumption that just because they're there we should be rock hard. We need some warming up as well sometimes. To add on to this, it's easy for a guy to have trouble staying up if there are things not right with the socks, including a woman putting pressure on a guy to keep it up and hurry. A lot of women seem to be under the impression that a guy's job is to get both her and himself ready to go. This type of thinking often trickles down all the way to the guy needing to put on moves almost every time they want socks, while the girl will just sit in the other room without pants on for 5 minutes and wait for the guy to show up and start. Very rarely I've heard of a woman telling a guy to just relax while she does the work to get everyone's engine warmed up and ready to go. Although maybe I'm just dating the wrong people, but I feel like there's definitely a skew to one side. Being self-conscious about their body. If we are there, and clothes are coming off, whatever flaws you have are likely irrelevant to us. Honey, I committed to only seeing one naked woman live for the rest of my life. And now you're taking that away, too? I was wearing a condom and my ex thought it'd be funny to stretch the reservoir tip and let go like a rubber band. Wasn't all that funny emo. Yeah, so one time a girl asked me to come on her but I was wearing a condom, so I attempted to pull it off fast so I could oblige her. Well I stretched it about 3 feet before it slipped out of my grip and snapped right on the head of my schlong at the exact moment I came. Y'all never want to feel your jizz get forced back into your pee-pee hole, trust me on that. Faking pleasure. If something isn't working for you, let the guy know. If he thinks he's doing well, he won't change anything. If you let him know what you like and don't like, he will change. Most guys get a lot of satisfaction from your pleasure. To be more specific, pretty much all guys think a girl who is engaged in socks is a hell of a lot socksure. My balls are not stress toys, please don't squeeze them so hard. Speak for yourself. Don't expect him to know what you want him to do without any hints or help. No hints, just tell them what you want. Please don't ever just stick a finger up a man's ass. Everyone's foreign policy is different. Then consider my port international waters. Quit asking, when are you going to come? Sometimes I don't come. It's actually like 50-50 for me. I let my partners know when I'm not gonna come so they can tap out and not feel guilty. I also let them know that sometimes I just don't come, and I'm still really enjoying myself and they're pleasing me, but the male orgasm is pretty much the most boring part of socks anyways. Asking for payment after the socks. I went out with a girl from the Tinder last week. After the date we were making out in my car and she ended giving me a blowjob. After, she asked me, "How much are you gonna give me?" Single quote. I was stunned, I stuttered that I didn't had any money and she replied, "Haha you idiot, how much rating 1 out of 10 for the BJ?" We cracked up afterwards. Edit, I always struggle to come, so any girl that actually accomplishes it has a 10 in my book. She took it in the mouth and spat it out of the window. Make sure to ask before getting excessively rough on the balls. I remember hooking up with this one girl and we were making out on my bed, while she was giving me a hand job. Then her other hand goes for my balls and I'm thinking she's going to massage them. For some reason she grabs on them with a death grip that almost made me fall off the bed in pain. I guess someone she was with really liked that, but I definitely did not. I almost fell out of my chair imagining the pain you felt. The constant yodeling. I just laughed so hard in the office at this, thanks for that. I can tell when you are giving me a pity and it's a total turn off. If you don't want to do it then say so. Jesus Christ man, somebody told you that? Teeth. Can you elaborate? Teeth. Stop looking at the camera. Every woman I've slept with has made the mistake of sleeping with me. Not exactly during, but expecting guys to always initiate. Want your guy to feel desirable? Don't want your guy to worry that you're just sleeping with him every now and then to shut him up? Jump his bones. I'm so tired of this. It's not only the man's job to keep your socks life alive. If you can't remember the last time you suggested socks, believe me your man does, and you're gradually eating away at his self-esteem. Wait. You guys are having socks? Not saying stop. You have all the right to say stop. When you changed your mind or when it hurts or when. Not saying stop cause you want to please a guy, or afraid of his reaction. Might seem like a good idea or the easiest idea to get his affection or to not get his anger. But not saying stop and crying afterwards is hurting yourself, lowering your chances to get a better sexual relationship, and for the honest caring men out there, a smack in their face. 'Cause there are loving caring men out there that would understand a stop and feel like shit when they realize they weren't even given the opportunity to show their love and care by stopping when asked to. Not the answer op might be looking for, not the answer many expected, but mutual consent is one of the most important things for sexual active PPL winking face. Not going for the head. There are more vital organs and more mass in the torso. I'm going to end up on a list for this, but it's probably worth it. Failure to provide feedback during intercourse. You don't have to scream like a prawn star, but let me know if what I am doing is working towards getting you off. It can be non-verbal also. Just move my hand if it isn't quite on the right spot. Squeeze me harder if you want me to go harder. Set the pace yourself. And for God's sake, if you are 30 seconds out, just whisper a tiny, "I'm almost there," so that we don't come up 500 feet short of the runway. Also, if you are in a relationship where sex is going to be a regular thing, then use the post-coitus pillow talk to say what you liked or didn't. Demanding that you hit them, even when it's not your thing. I'm into biting, not enough to leave bruises, hickeys, hair pulling, having nails in my back. Being told, hit me. What, strangle me or slap me? I do both, no, like proper slap me hard in the face. You've ruined my flow now, do you want me to put some clothes on and fight you or keep f***ing you? This is why kinks need to be discussed beforehand. Listing your yeses and nos so everyone knows what to expect. Not trying. Holy shit, just try. It's your body, you know? Make some effort to make yourself feel good. This is mostly in younger women, but I've slept with some 30-plus-year-olds who just don't try to feel good during sex. Don't go around the backyard stealing my goddamn lemons. Leave the f***ing lemon tree alone. As a woman, I have to say it was so great to see so many comments obviously coming from a place of understanding consent, communication, reciprocation, and equal enjoyment in sex. I knew my guy wasn't the only one in the world to care about these, but it's nice to see so many men with healthy attitudes towards sex, and women. Thank you, gentlemen. Even if this thread ends up going to hell in an incel basket after I write this comment, it was a hope-restoring read. Going too quick. Slow down, make it last, and it's better for both of us. Don't be afraid to tell us what you want. If you don't feel anything in a certain position or angle of insertion, let us know and switch it up. It has the added benefit of extending our stamina when switching positions. Not being there. Literally. This is probably said 8 times elsewhere, but she stops moving or stops bobbing her head or stops moving her hand when he starts coming. You see that a lot in prawn, and every time I'm like, keep going you idiot. I hate when she gets a boner. It makes it really awkward. Don't try to discreetly insert your finger in my ass. We know what you're up to, if you want to try it just ask. When you're giving a handjob you're not milking a cow, don't death grip it. Say, are you almost done? Nothing, and I mean nothing, makes you go from hero to zero faster. Even if you have the best of intentions, even if you're actually late for another engagement, these 4 words will end the soxy time and commence the fighting. It's every bit as effective as him telling you your friend is hot without prompting. You are an absolute legend for making it to the end. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please hit that like button. And if you can't get enough, consider subscribing. See you around.